Hello everyone. Very good morning. I know you're enjoying well, and it is the first day, early morning of 2023, and we have decided to update you through stories, through grammatical rules, through words, so that you may speak in English fluently. This is a story about a boy, a village boy. The title is A Village Boy. It's a story about those days when the availability of books was very crucial. How people used to collect books. People didn't have money. So I'm talking about the boy whose name was Krish. He was born in a village. His father was a farmer. He was unable to collect so much of money, and his mother a housewife. He had four sisters. In lack of money, the farmer, Krish's father, was unable to educate his daughters, though he gave the beginning to them. And Krish, as a son, it is in Indian tradition, likely, people favor their sons so much. So Krish was also favored by his parents. And why not? He was born after a long prayer in different temples, mosque, and gurudwara. He was born after four sisters. So he was welcomed by the family, by his grandparents, by his uncle and aunts. Now, when Chris started growing, he found many of his cousins in the family, and he was being neglected by his uncle and other family members. It was not a matter when Krish was unable to get good books. He was unable to pay the school fee as his father had no earning. For a short time, his father joined Ban Vibhag, Forest Department. It was started by the government, and I hope it was for 3 to 4 years. Those were the gala days for Krish and his sisters. They loved because their father, means the farmer, he used to bring money as he was to look after the forest, the plants which were there beside the roads. One day, an incident happened. What happened? Krish went to his neighbor's house where other boys used to sit, and they used to play, they used to read books. Krish, as a studious boy, he was also curious in touching the books of different people. He used to take book, he used to read it, he used to just sometimes open the book and read the first page. He used to read the title of the book. So it was very tough for the other members of the family to control him. Doesn't matter. He went to neighbor's house, and there he touched the book. The book was written, the title written, there was written, "Learn English Speaking Fast." Just for a while, the boy, Krish, took the book in his hand and he started reading. the boy whose book was that, he became almost furious. He snatched the book from Chris, slapped him, abused him, and he spoke many lines that you don't dare to touch the book. Your parents and you don't have courage to purchase this book. That day, Krish, he was emotional. He returned home. He told the story to his mother, who loved him a lot. Mother of Krish was not educated, but she knew all the pros and cons of studies. She told the matter to Krish's father, and they discussed 1 or 2 days. Anyway, collecting money from somewhere, his father, he brought a dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, and the boy started reading that book. The journey started. And that day, he was so happy. It was the day of Diwali, when the book was gifted to Krish by his parents. He didn't have that much of crackers as other boys used to celebrate. He didn't have that much of, balloons or sweets, but he had a book, dictionary, and he started studying. In those days, in the family, it was common. People used to encourage their children that on the day of Diwali, if you study a lot, you will study the whole year. So this way, Krish studied for first day, but on the other day, he had to complete his syllabus. He started studying his syllabus book, but for time to time, he used to open the dictionary, and it was a new day for him when in the school there was a game of word meanings. It was a simple game when in the whole class, the class was divided into two parts, and in one part alone, Krish used to spell the words, and his team won. And this way he returned home and he told the story to his mother. And slowly he proved himself in different classes. When he reached to when he entered in graduation, he was able to speak in English, and that encouraged him, and he found that sarcasm and abuses cannot stop a boy from learning anything. If parents are there with you, if you have courage, certainly you will win, and you will always win, because you have strong desire, you have power. So Krish succeeded, and the story will continue in the next part. Thank you very much.